Letlaka will be well represented at the GT Open Championship this weekend. It's the second round taking place at the famous Spa circuit in Belgium. Xolile Letlaka will be flying the country's flag high today as he looks to dominate this event. Let's speak to him now before he takes to the circuit. Xolile Letlaka, a very good morning to you, a very good morning to the team principal as well, Albert Bloom, and of course Stuart White, they're part of the team as well. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me this morning. Xolile, I'm going to start with you. You are going to be heading into the car. I think it's going to be starting at about 8:30 when you're going to get suited up, jumping into the car, getting ready to essentially put the pedal to the metal. Just preparations for this particular race, this weekend, this event. How have things been going?
Thanks a lot. Thanks for this opportunity to talk to you guys and talk about this dream of a child that hails from the Transkei rural hills of Zimbabwe in Maklubini to today be sitting amongst the great people like Albert, Stuart, in Belgium, in a historic circuit, which is the Spa Francophone. For me, this is an exciting moment. Yes, in about an hour from now, I'll be strapped in the car for practice 3. We practiced yesterday. This is history in the making, you know. This, for me, is about not winning today or being in the front. This is about a journey of hope, a journey of putting our flag up, and a journey of saying to a black child in the rural areas, we can be here, we are worthy, we can dream to be in one of the circuits.
Albert, you looked at Xolile and you saw talent. But what exactly is it that attracted you guys to him? Listen, South Africa is not shy of, or at least not barren of racing talent, you know. Xolile's very close friend and compatriot and somebody that he's worked with quite a lot is one Bashobonke Sipuka, Chops, you know. So you guys do know that this country has talent. But when you looked at this man and you assigned him to be strapped up in your car, what is it exactly that you saw?
We are very honored to have somebody like Xolile coming to our country to do some races. He did it very well yesterday because, in fact, Spa is a very complicated circuit to learn. And, of course, it's not one lap that will help you to understand the circuit. But he did it very, very well yesterday with the 2 test sessions. And his attitude is perfect. You know, he is ready to learn and he's learning fast. So I'm sure today it will be even better than yesterday and we are going on the right way. So, you know, Spa is one of the best circuits in the world. It's a long circuit, so you need time to apprentice the circuit. So he's really, we are very honored and very pleased to have him with us in Belgium from so far.
Stuart, is Xolile ready? From what you've seen, does he have what it takes to win round 2?
Well, winning is, you know, there are many different things that can happen in a race, and winning is always something extremely special, you know. But we are in the right way to be in a good position with him and his teammate. The car is ready. They do it perfectly well. So let's see what happens tomorrow. You know, it's a long race, 2 hours and a half. Everything can happen, and so we will know better tomorrow evening. How is it going? You know?
That's a jump in. That's a jump in there.
Yeah.
You know, there is no hope that I am going to be the next Kwanda Mukwena. I'm going to be the next Chops Sipuka. I'm going to be the next Stuart White. You know, Stuart is standing next to me. He's the guy that's trained me in this. We are winning. Xolile is winning in a different way. It's winning with people like Stuart that our company sponsors. I think Stuart can jump in there.
No, definitely, Stuart. Actually, let me actually just ask you this question, Stuart. Thank you very much for coming in here. You know, I sense humility from Xolile. I sense humility from Albert as well. But there's a reason that you decided to impart some of your knowledge and experience onto Xolile, who himself is already experienced. But when you look at him, does he look like somebody that can actually do some damage on the circuit?
Yeah, I think Xolile has come a long way the last 3 years. We have a very good relationship in the racing. I've also raced with him a lot in South Africa, and I think the last year he's improved leaps and bounds, and he's really found a new level of confidence. And I'm also very honored to be sponsored by the Inter Africa logo and to help me also progress my career. So I'm really honored to be here for Xolile's first international race. And to do it at Spa-Francorchamps is quite an intimidating circuit, but he's really been doing a great job. And I think between him and the street art racing team, I think they will really progress even more today. And I think they will have a really good race, and then during the season also progress even more. So Xolile is definitely someone that has a lot of natural talent and abilities, and is very good in understanding what he needs to change and how he can improve going forward. So I think he has all the correct bases, and hopefully between myself and Street Art Racing we'll be able to help him even more, and also with his own team in South Africa, the Inter Africa Racing team. We are working really hard behind the scenes to also help him and progress him to help him even more in his international racing. So it's a very interesting journey, and one that I think a lot of people would want to be part of, and the people that are part of it is very honored to be working with Xolile.
Look, man, I'm very much grateful that I'm part of it in terms of talking to you guys. But I'm going to tell our viewers that at 9:15 to 9:40, it's free practice session 3. And then at 11:45, it's qualifying 1. And then at 20 to 2 p.m. to about 2:05, it's qualifying 2. So you guys are going to be heading out to the track at 8 o'clock. That's in 22 minutes time. And then at 8:15, you've got your engine warm-ups. And then, of course, at 8:45, you're going to be suited up in the pit box. I'm just giving all of our viewers updates as to what exactly they can expect from a Xolile Letlaka. Gentlemen, I'm going to leave it there with the three of you. Thank you so much for joining me this morning, albeit, you know, when you guys are supposed to be preparing for what is said to be a very memorable race. Xolile, no pressure to you. I'm just saying podium, right? Podium. Get onto that podium. Thank you very much. Gentlemen, Albert, Stuart, Xolile, thank you so much for joining us here on ENCA this morning. Of course, we were talking to Xolile Letlaka, Albert Bloom, as well as Stuart White, of course, who are essentially was part of the Aston Martin team out at the GT Open Championship.